Hey, it's okay. I'm working on a penciling panel. I haven't done too much penciling in these videos I've been broadcasting, so I wanted to add another penciling video to the library. I'm doing this panel up here. It's a rather large panel. It takes up like a third of the page. So I thought this would be a good panel to kind of do some penciling on. See up here, this is kind of where I got my original ideas. I'm working in a reference folder over here. Let me go ahead and extend this over here. Yeah, so this is my reference folder. I've got a bunch of photos from Google Image I've pulled over pretty fast. First of all, I get an idea for what I'm going to be doing. That usually comes from the script or just a vision from the script. I don't usually go into describing every scene in the script. I just write text and go from that. You can see here I go with a top folder, a middle folder, and a bottom group folder because I usually have it broken up into three: a top and a bottom and a middle. Alright, so you can see here what I initially went for, and I pulled in some reference photos that will help me get this accurately drawn, and it'll help me go faster than just making it up. Alright, so I'm gonna cut this out. What? I should have cut that. Okay, so I've already done that. Never mind. So I'm gonna try to maybe leave it a little light. Actually, because no, I'll just cut it straight out and we'll go more directly from the photo. Alright. So I'm going to get on my pencils layer. I'm going to label that pencils to help you see what I'm doing. This is my pencils layer. Alright, here we go. So this is a pregnant woman in a diaper. Feels kind of odd saying that out loud. Okay, so we need to draw her hand. Actually, that's a large thing. Let's start with the basics. I've manipulated the photo a little bit, so I've got to rely on my anatomy knowledge to make it all work together and look right. Let's see, we're getting 4 fingers and a thumb. Okay. I think I might extend it over there a little bit more. Yeah, okay. Now we draw the legs. They're going to be being pushed apart a little bit. I'm going to change that from the reference photo. It might affect how the perspective looks on it though, so who knows, we might have to change that. I don't know, we could make it more padded or more form-fitting. That's the question I'm asking myself. Okay, get back to that basic shape. Alright. Here we go. It's kind of an odd way to show the arm, so we might have to play around with that. We might not even keep the hand over here. We might kind of have it over here. That might actually not look so awkward. And if we do that, it would probably be, let me start another layer. It would probably be something like kind of a surprised looking hand, and it would be big elbow, kind of smaller hand, get some perspective in there. We'll come back and revisit that when we've got it all finished. That would be more accurate up there. Taking a drink. All right. So she's wearing a dress. And that dress is going to be coming up a little bit. And she's actually got like a one of the strap shirt dresses. So let's see how that might look. Ooh, I'm live. Okay. Alright, so penciling, I just want to get the forms down really. I want to get a shape. Probably draw 2 mini lines just to help me understand what I'm going for. Sorry, it's kind of hard to talk while penciling, so I'm not talking too much, just kind of explaining my thought process. It's not a good thing to do if you want to talk about just like everyday stuff, because it takes a lot of focus. Alright, so now I'm going to draw the belly. It's a little too much boob. Maybe a little too much belly. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Alright, so pencils layer. Her boob would come out to about right there. So the belly needs to change a little bit. Alright, we need to make this diaper look a little bit bigger. No, that's not gonna work. Need to make it look bigger, but needs to still keep its form, I think. Need to still understand the perspective while making it big. Let's try to, maybe the leg is kind of squeezing it together a little bit. There. Maybe that's gonna illustrate a really, like a full diaper. It's not supposed to be like super full or anything, but I just need to make it look like it is full and not just a regular one. There has to be a little bit of a difference, and it has to be, I want it to be kind of obvious when you're just looking at it. But let's go ahead and move on to the next figure. Let's see. So I can go ahead and get rid of this reference photo. I'm going to work pretty closely from the photo on this one. That's a big eraser. Give her kind of a judgmental look. And now finish her head shape. She's got bangs. Make sure she doesn't have bad bangs. That's not the kind of mouth I want. This is gonna be tricky because she's far away. And let's see. She's gonna have like puckered lips like in the photo. Or maybe, I'm gonna come back to that maybe. I think I'll just use that. Give her a bow right here. Okay, and she's got this dress on that kind of bubbles up her shoulders and comes down low. You never be afraid. Alright, so my voice is kind of cracking today. Oh, it was a rough night. Kids. Yeah, I think I want her arm back there. So we're gonna kind of square it off there. Angle square, and we'll bring her hand right about here. Okay, so next part is her hand holding the doorknob. Like she just entered the room. If you're an artist, and I have this one piece of advice for you, it would be to give yourself the shortcuts of B and E for brush and eraser, so you can just real quick flap back and forth between the two. I thought of doing that. And I've been doing it now for probably a year, and it made such a huge difference in my speed. You know, you don't have to reach over there and click on eraser. You just tap a button, and then you tap the button right next to it, and go back to the brush. It's very intuitive. Intuitive. It's a funny word. Intuitive. That would be a good word for Arnold Schwarzenegger to say. It's intuitive! Intuitive, man! No, that's not how it's done. Intuitive. Okay, so... get her dress going big and fluffy. Actually, I think it would go a little bit lower. So I'm just going to grab this whole thing. Grab that thing. And pull it down. Alright, we got a figure. Let's take off the reference photo layer and give it a look. Let's give it a look-see here. I think it needs to flare out just a little bit more here. I think we need to give it an off-kilter shape. Real quick, I'm going to do that. I don't like how symmetrical it feels right now. I want to give it motion. So there we go. It's got some motion in it now. You know, why don't we kind of make it cupcake-like right there. Alright. Now we're going to work on that last figure. This is an Asian character. So I'm going to try to give that a little bit of thought while I'm penciling, but not too much thought. I am watching Game of Thrones right now. I know I'm really late to the show. The way I watch Game of Thrones is I wait till the end of the season when all the episodes are streamable on HBO, and then I either buy a month or I get a free month subscription and just kind of binge watch the entire season. A little cheaper that way, and she's cross-eyed. It's cheaper that way and faster. I don't really like waiting every week for a new episode. Netflix has spoiled me. I watched the first like 3 or 4 seasons back to back of Game of Thrones. Oh, you know what? I did not turn on. I need to go in here and I need to watch my stream to make sure nobody's chatting with me. I'm just talking over here. Go in here and I need to watch my stream. Turn off the volume. All right, volume off. I was saying I'm watching Game of Thrones right now, and I'm enjoying it. It's okay. It feels like, you know, this episode was not written by George Martin or whatever his name is, and I kind of feel like there's something a little bit different about it, but not so much that it's not a good show. It's still a good show, but it doesn't feel like the original author is in charge of writing this season. Okay, she is in front of this, so we're going to remember that. She's got a rolled up jacket on. She's got kind of a slutty shirt on. Beetlejuice, female Beetlejuice. Let's see, she's going to be wearing this rolled up right here. Alright. There we go. Let's go up here. So, talking and cut this out. Nice long neck there. Kind of just blocking her hand in since it's far away. So her pelvis is angled. The shoulders are right bottom, so right is going to be top down here. She's wearing a skirt, and I don't think that's how it would look. I think it would look higher up here. Alright, and she is walking into the room. Alright. I think I want to make this a little bit exaggerated. Larger than life. Alright, now for the perspective. Let's turn this off. I'm gonna have a tough time deciding on which hand to use. I think I could go either way. Does that have her inside the room already? Or maybe have it be a double door. I'm not sure. Should it be? You can have the crowd back here. It's a little low. I would probably just grab a photo reference of a crowd and pull that in there. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna save. Crowd. Reference. Okay, so we would do a party crowd. Something like that. No. Let's try crowd party. House party maybe. This is like house music party. I just want to show like some people standing around drinking in costumes, I think. This is a little too wild. Something like that. This is probably the closest thing to it. Maybe this? Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Pull this over. Make it smaller. And we're gonna make it just barely visible. And with the pencil layer, we'll just kind of outline faces. I guess we'll have them looking forward. We got to think about some costumes to put on them. We have like a nerd here. Some hand action back here. What about a horse head or something? A unicorn head? It's kind of like a Godzilla creature, actually. Let's give this guy like a hat of some sort. Make it a smaller kind of guy. Alright, what kind of other costumes would you see? Let's Google costumes. Halloween costumes. Halloween party. Alright, these are pretty ordinary. Zombie, witch, skeleton. So now perspective. Around the pencils there, yes. Alright, I'm going to bring the whole thing into view so I can get this perspective good. So we're going to have a pretty drastic perspective. That's what's going to keep this interesting. I think I'll kind of use light and shadow in this. I'm going to angle the door just slightly different from the door frame. I'm going to have her belly kind of go in front of the door just a little bit, so we might need to pull that over. It's going to help really make that belly stick out. Might bring the belly out more. It's on a different layer. I'll just remember to do that. The only problem right here is that she is a little bit too far away from the door handle, or the door handle is a little too far inside the door. So I'm going to have to alter this a little bit, make them a little bit bigger. And there we go. So there would be a door frame over this. She's standing in front, so we're gonna have to get that communication going. Kind of want to extend the door, make it a little bigger. So, I mean, like, the story of this panel is she's being revealed to the world, kind of thing. Maybe like a shading back here. Let's angle this door a little bit more. Alright, and that is the background. Might do another little mirror thing over here. I don't think we can squeeze in a little portrait of a person, but if we could, I feel like that would be good. I'd have to kind of move everything over to the right a little bit. I think I could do it. That might be cool. So, you're seeing the decision-making process in real time here. Oh, crap. So we got to decide on these hands before we go any further. Which one to draw? I'm going to take this hand out, feel like it's kind of posing some compositional problems, but I don't know. It kind of leads in. I really like that belly sticking out though, so let's try cutting that and paste it back in. Paste in place. Alright, I think we could actually move the whole thing over even further. Oh wait, I haven't moved it over at all yet. So now we have to merge these two groups. Alright. The plan is to draw her in this mirror over here, so we get another view of her final form. You see this trick in The Shining when Jack Nicholson is on his bed in the hotel and the boy comes up to check on him. You see it there. You also see it whenever towards the beginning when his wife Winifred, I think she's called Winnie. No, Wendy. You also see it when Wendy comes up and asks him if he's liking it. He says, "Oh, I love it. I've felt like I belonged here. Like I instantly." And she said she's getting used to it. First, it kind of creeped her out. So let's get for just real quick help. Let's get pregnant woman side view. I'm looking for something a little bit angled, but not extremely angled. Something like this. Let's Google image, and I'm going to paste it in here. Just to make sure this is safe, I'm gonna erase that right there. I'm sorry, that's just reference. Okay. Actually, I guess it would be kind of inward and looking a little lower. Like a mirror that's lower, I think. Let's see what that would look like. It is getting dangerously close to the top there. Let's see, side view, kind of angled towards me. This is it. It's exactly what we were looking for. Alright, let's go ahead and delete that last reference photo. Deleted. Deleted. Okay. So now, that's almost like exactly the same pose too. That's perfect. We'll probably get like a face in here too. Shame it can't be any bigger. Almost seems like it should be down there. Maybe a little angled. If it was angled that way, it would be better. But no. So let's see if this is, let's kind of pull a mirror right here. could be like a dresser. It's not gonna look right. So let's try it further up here. The dilemma. We could just show the front half of her. Maybe that's a better idea. Let's pull this up because it does not look good down there. Alright, so let's zoom in. Now we're going to do a kind of an abstracted human form right here. I might try to do like a manga expression where it's like enhance the size a little bit right here. Also probably with the belly. Just a little bit bigger than it should be. This reference photo is like really close to what I was imagining, so that's very helpful. I'm gonna go fast. There's going to be lines spread apart further up at the top and then closer together on the side. Actually, no, I think it's opposite. Yeah. Alright, so might do a little bit of a shoulder in view, and need to look like it's kind of poofing out there maybe a little bit. Okay, both arms are behind her, so we're only going to see that much. Alright, there is a penciled panel. I hope you enjoyed seeing the progression and some pointers. Again, this is how I do it. You don't have to do it like this, but this is how I've come to do it over like the course of, I don't know, 5 or 6 years doing penciling now. And I think it works well for me. I think it'll work well for you if you try it. So we might end up being pulled over just a little more. There we go. I think I like that better. This will probably be dark under here. Very little information shown here. Okay, we'll call that finished, and I'll be back later this week, maybe tomorrow. What is today? It is Monday, so yeah, I will be back either tomorrow or the next day coloring. We're getting really close to finishing this comic, and I'm excited to share it with you. It's going to be a fun comic. It's called The Halloween Costume. Thanks for tuning in to another live stream. Hope you are able to join me again. And this is OK, signing out.